Welcome to the VLenore Show. Here, we will discuss lifestyle, beauty, celebrity gossip, and current events in our own way, my way, your style. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Well, hello, lovers. How y'all doing today? Huh? How are y'all doing today? Today is Monday, June 9th, 2025. Mm-hmm. And we did it. We did it. We got through Monday. Okay. That's half the battle. Half the battle is trying to get through this mother sucking Monday. Yes. Okay. And we did that. We can get through Tuesday too. All right. Shout out to the West Coast. West Coast, what up? What up, though, West Coast? What up? All right. It is 9 p.m. here on the West Coast, and it's tomorrow in other parts of the country, child. It is tomorrow already. Okay. It is tomorrow. This tonight is sort of like a little experiment, if you will. Okay. I it's 9 p.m. on the West Coast. It's midnight on the East Coast, and I'm a night owl. All right. Now I don't plan to be out here all night long, but baby, I didn't feel like going live earlier than now. I didn't. I really didn't feel like it. I be loving my peoples and things. I love y'all so much that I don't like to go live unless y'all can be here with me. But I realize there are folks that probably never make it on a live because they're on a different part of the world, if not, just the country. And maybe they want to kick it late. Maybe they want to have something to watch past 9 p.m. On the West Coast. Maybe they want to be able to watch some shit late. Huh? So we gonna see tonight. We gonna see who trying to rock with us and who ain't. I figured this was gonna be a small little intimate party. I'm cool with that too. But nonetheless, I hope you all hit the like button. Uh-huh. I do. I do. I hope that at least at a bare minimum, okay. I am hoping, wishing, and praying that you hit that like button. Okay. Let's see who's in here though. Shay B is up. Shay B is here. Hey, Shay B. Hey, Linda. Hey, Nola Brown. Hey, Leo Lady. Coffee is brewing. Just Nikki. Mary Willis. Shirley's divorced finally. Yes, April Shine. April Shine said, Miss V. Lenore, I hit the like button, but I must take myself to sleep. Catch you on my commute in the AM. Baby, I understand it. And I appreciate you for stopping through. And I look forward to hearing what you have to say tomorrow after you have listened to us on your morning commute. Okay? I understand completely. Hey, Aunt Natty. Hey, Blue Bear. Sonia's Boots. Justin's mom. Cousin Chandra. Uh-huh. Chandra said, hey, cousin and stylers, we're up and present. Okay? Okay. Hey, Miss Reed. How are you? Hey, Nesto Shackle Shuffle, walk of shame. Yes. What you say? Just Nikki said, V, speaking of betrayal, did you see your boo Dennis hanging out with Sylvia at court today? I got a glance of something like that. Mm-hmm. I got a glance. I did. Uh-huh. Was he reminiscing about dresses he allegedly purchased? Did I hear him reminiscing about dresses too? Yeah. Yeah, I got a couple of words for him. Uh-huh. I had seen it. I didn't see it when it happened, but somebody had to alert me to it. Uh-huh. Yeah, I saw that bullshit. I got my eye on both of them. I do. Thank you, Just Nikki, for looking out. Okay. Thank you, Just Nikki. Uh-oh. Hey, the woman he chose. The woman he chose said, "Hey, V, it's 11 p.m. at my house and I'm about to go to bed. Got work in the morning. Just wanted to stop by to say hi. I'll catch the entire live in the replay. Good night, loves. Good night, baby." This is what I'm thinking too. What might end up happening. I'm trying to figure out what's going to work for me, really, right? Like, I don't mind trying to plan 2 lives a day, even if it's like, one is like midday or morning, and then the other is night. I mean, I don't know. I got to figure it out. But yeah, I got to figure it out because I want to be able to go live late when I want to go live late. Damn it. Sheesh, but I don't want to miss y'all at the same time. So I just got to figure that part out. Okay. But thank y'all for being here. Okay. This is an experiment. All right. This is an experiment. Mary Willis said it's 11 Chicago time, but I'm here. Okay, girl. Thank you for being here, boo. Hey, Miss CLC. Uh-huh. Miss CLC said, good evening. I'm here and I'm ready. All right. I'm ready. Okay. Hey, Literally and Harmon. Hey, Bella. Hey, Danielle. Hello, y'all. Hello, hello. Look. Look. Look who here. Look. Look. He in here. Nasty native. He in here. Uh-huh. Native, I want to understand why they didn't have court today. You said you didn't see Hoover, you didn't see Nesto. You could have picked all them motherfuckers up on your way. Now, this don't make no sense. Was Wooten there? Was Wooten there? What the nigga? You didn't have nothing else to do. Did you and Black Bernard? I think weren't y'all riding together? Shit, you could have picked them niggas up too. Then the trip wouldn't have been without any success. Probably would have got a whole lot of shit handled. Okay. Sheesh. Why don't you pick them niggas up? Hey, Rossi. Hey, Summer's Child. Hey, Sonny's Boost. What you say? Because the color changed today to a red dress. Yeah, I heard that. I thought it was a black dress, but then he over there talking about red dresses. He better not buy another motherfucking dress. That's what I do know. Okay, that much I know. I know he better not be buying no more dresses. Shit. That's what I know, Summer's Child. Hey, Kenna 14. Hey, Miss Gina. Who else in here? Aunt Natty. I said hi to you, didn't I? CS. Huh? Uh-oh. No Woot neither. Well, you should have picked everybody up. Hey, Life Unleashed. The fuck? What's wrong with you? Muffin 218, get him. What the hell's wrong with him? Well, all right. Anyway, tonight let's talk a little bit about this viral story that I'm sure, well, maybe I'm thinking a lot of you have heard about, and that is this woman, young lady on TikTok, came out here and spilled her guts, honey, and told us she done busted her husband having an affair with her first damn cousin. You heard me. You heard me. This lady's cousin, not any cousin, not a distant cousin, not even a fourth or fifth cousin. No, this her first damn cousin. Her first cousin, child, done screwed around on her and had an affair with her damn husband. And this ain't just your average run-of-the-mill first cousin either. This cousin right here, this first cousin, was like a sister. This first cousin, she thought of like a best friend. With friends like this, you don't need no motherfucking enemies. Okay? With family like this, you don't need no motherfucking friends. I mean, I would be a loner for real. Okay? If this was an indication of the type of people in my life, I would be like Sonya. I would be in my RV and I wouldn't be more concerned about nobody. All right? That is the one time I would look to Sonya as a role model. Mhm. For those of you that may not know, I'm talking about this side whore. Her name is Sonya Durham Waller, and she was having an affair with Shirley Strawberry of the Tom. I'm about to say Tom Joyner. Child. Shirley Strawberry, who's a co-host of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Okay, you probably have heard of that show and that gentleman. He's a star of it, and his co-host, her name is Shirley Strawberry, and she married a criminal. Okay, she married that lady had married a whole career criminal child while she was on the show giving advice about relationships. So, because we nosy over here, we've been following said story, and this little side hen of his that he has been gallivanting around and philandering with. She is just she has no respect for any sort of relationship, no friendships, no parents, no siblings, no nothing, just no respect. Okay, so if you hear me say Sonya, you don't know who I'm talking about. That's who I'm talking about. Okay, and in this very moment, I would be like her. I wouldn't be around nobody, not nobody. I'm just saying, Jesus. Yes, the first cousin child, the very first one. Okay, the first damn cousin. Yes, Miss Gina. Miss Gina. Yes, coffee is brewing. Uh-huh. Yes, Aunt Natty. Damn, that's trifling. Ain't it? Ain't it? Just damn trifling. Okay. Yes, Bella is absolutely freaking disgusting. Miss Ree, can't trust your family. Can't trust no damn body if you can't trust your family. Okay? You just gotta keep one eye open all the damn time if this is what you're working with. Chandra said, my first cousins are like my brothers and sisters as well. We grew up very close and are still close. I can imagine. Honey, one of my first cousins, I call him my brother cousin. He my brother cousin. He was right. We were brother and sister. People, there are people just learning he ain't really my brother. Okay. There are people you couldn't have told nobody he wasn't my brother. We looked alike. We was always together. That's my damn brother. Okay. So yes, child. So look, we gonna get into it. Shaby, what you say over here? What you say? Dennis forgot his umbrella at lunch. And lunch at home. So it was an umbrella. IS allowed him to stand. What? Wait a damn minute. I know you lied. What? IS allowed him to stand underneath hers. They were standing under the umbrella singing Orange Juice Jones. I saw you and him walking in the rain. Never be the same. He ain't gonna never be the same when I get done talking to his ass. Are you serious? Are you serious? What? Child, no, I missed that. I didn't see that part, Shay B. I ain't see that part. I showed didn't. I showed did. Okay, so y'all, let's get into it. Hello, Summer Shaw said, this sounds like some soul food foolishness, and is. And is. You see the thumbnail, didn't you? The thumbnail has a little picture of Faith from Soul Food, because that was what was her name on there? Vanessa Williams's character, which was actually my favorite character on there. What was her name? The oldest sister, let's just say that. The oldest sister was married, what appeared to be happily married, and this first cousin had once lived with Terry. Thank you, Life Unleashed, because that was my favorite damn character on the damn show, on the show and the movie. Okay, because I love me some Nicole Ari Parker. All right, and Vanessa Williams is a fucking icon. Period. Period. And period. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. What you say? Shaby said they weren't singing, but they were standing under her umbrella. Same difference. Same damn difference. D Dub said hi from the bedtime bushes. VLenore and the V Stylers. Hey boo. Yes, the family fooled my husband. Quote unquote. Terry. Yes, that's right. The family fooled her cousin. Damn it. Yes, that was my movie and my show, Mama. So, anywho, y'all, okay. So, nevertheless, this lady finds out. Please hit the like button for me, y'all. I appreciate it. So, this lady found out some sort of way, and I think we'll get more details in the days to come. But she's told I'm not even gonna say she told us the story, because she hasn't fully told us the story. Okay, she hasn't. I'm gonna introduce y'all to her in a second here. We're gonna learn a little bit about her together. Okay. I don't expect that we'll be out here, all night long. All night long. Okay, there's a song for everything, damn it. Okay. But we ain't gonna be out here all night long. Okay, so anywho, I just, happened to be minding my business, being nosy. Okay. And I came across a post. All right. And the page on TikTok, I believe it's called Ain't She Precious? All right. We're gonna go over there. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show her to you, right? And when I first came across the story, it was a actual TikTok that she had posted, a couple days ago. Okay. Again, the name of the TikTok page is called I Am Precious. And here, the post here says, her healing journey. All right. Now, she says, I never thought I'd be here asking for help, but here I am. My life has been turned upside down. After 7 years of marriage, 12 together, I found out my husband has been having an emotional and intimate affair with my first cousin, someone who called me her best friend, my person, my sister. The betrayal is unbearable. He, meaning the husband, he emptied my savings. I gave him my 401k to help his child support debt because I believed in us and family. I left my job to start a business and heal. Now I'm left with nothing. Girl, girl. She said, I'm in therapy 3 times a week, trying to show up for my 4 babies, trying to create a summer they'll remember for the good, not the grief, trying to rebuild a life that feels like it's shattered. I've shared my journey openly with you, but I've been quiet lately. This is why. Today, I'm done pretending that I'm okay. I'm asking for help to pay for therapy, to afford an attorney, to give my kids a summer they deserve to survive this heartbreak. If I've ever made you feel less alone, brought you comfort, or inspired you to keep going, please consider donating or sharing. All right. So that's what she posted, but she posted this over top of a actual video where she is very, very emotional, and she's talking about this situation. So I'm going to share my screen so we can take a look. There we go. So we can take a look at Ain't She Precious? Okay. Ain't She Precious? I just want to see what y'all were saying first. It is very disgusting. It is very insane. Okay. It is insane. It is disgusting. And it was Hey y'all, can y'all hear me now? It looks like I lost connection there for a second. All right, so I'm back. Hold on, let me bring my screen back up. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, I should be. Is that good? Can y'all hear me now? Ciao. I've been bragging about how much better things have been in StreamYard since I've been using the Mac. And then this happens, okay? Okay, but I will not let the devil win. All right? We are back, baby. We are back. But back to Life Unleashed. Life Unleashed says, "Sorry, I'm never coming online and sharing this mess. And baby, neither will I." I can I came out here and shared, the grimiest that I will be ever sharing. Okay. If anything grimy like this goes down, no, y'all gonna have to find out some other way, because it won't be because I came out here and told y'all. It's just not. It's just I'm not doing it. I won't. I won't do it. Okay. So yeah, no, I don't think it's healthy. But then again, she's a content creator. Evidently, it seems like she may have shared other things, other life experiences, and she didn't want this to be any different. But this is a lot. This learning something like this has to be devastating, and I don't think that I would share this, honestly. Don't think I would. Okay, so let me show you her channel on TikTok. So if you're on TikTok, Her name is Ain't She Precious. All right. Ain't she precious? She has, as you can see, 26,000 followers on TikTok. I tried to sort of gather what her content has been about. It looks like a lot of it is like get ready with me, some of the things she does around the home as she's taking care of her kids. She does like you get to watch her do her hair. Looks like she's giving you little tidbits on what she uses in her hair. We're looking at her nails. You know, she's kind of, I guess you would kind of call this like a lifestyle channel to some degree. Okay. I don't know what she's doing with her nose right there. Now, what is she doing with that?
Oh, MG.
Nostril waxing?
My
Oh,
tip is to
hell
breathe.
to the NO. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Uh-uh. We ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. My nose hairs are fine. Okay. They're not too long, not too short. They're just fine. Uh-uh. I ain't doing all that. But anyway, so we're looking at her. Looks like she's doing laundry. Looks like she's cleaning house. We're looking at what she eats. You know, so we're getting to know her as a business owner because she says on here that she's a small business owner. She's a mom of 4 and a wife, right? So I'm going to go because it looks like this post that she made regarding her cousin was just a few days ago, just a couple days ago, right? So I want to go maybe a couple of days or so before she came out with that post. Now here's the thing. I understand that she came live about this situation a couple of days ago, or at least she posted it a couple of days ago. But that may not be when she learned of the situation. Okay. It may not be when she learned about it. So, and the reason why I say that is because she talks about in one of the videos that I was looking at, she talks about um, the fact that she's tired of pretending that nothing is wrong. She's tired of being silent about the situation or what have you, right? Now, I'd say right around, so let me go back. So, like here on this day,
Did you see your brother graduate? Yeah.
she's celebrating graduation for her one of her babies.
Woo! Baby.
How cute.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
okay. She seems, she doesn't seem like she's broken per se.
I
And
love
this
going to
was
the dentist. You going to the
posted
dentist for cleaning? You like going to the dentist?
on
Okay.
5
I like going to the dentist.
20,
Yeah.
5
Say
well,
that.
May 20th.
All right, let's
Okay.
go.
You
So,
just gotta keep living, man. LIVIN.
so now she's
Oh, you think because she ain't stepped out in a while, because she been handling things.
okay. So she posted, about getting her nails done. Now she's posting here. She just got a new car. So this was on May 21st. Now, mind you, it's June 9th. Okay. So that wasn't that long ago. So she was posting on May 21st about her new car, giving us a new car tour. Congrats to her for that. Then we get into the 21st, and this is a whole post about cleaning. So she was like, a clean living room is mandatory for my sanity. Getting ready to redecorate. Here's your before. Okay. So she's doing the before. This next one is about, it says, it's officially summer break. So she's kind of showing us what It looks like the last day of school looks like, I guess, and then moving on to summer break because this is the last day of school. Okay. She seems okay. Sounds like she's
I'm getting back in the bed, okay? I'm tired. Honey, bunny, come here. Let me hold you. But how did I forget I have another kid to take to school? Can't make this shit up. These just as good as Garrett's in the mall, in the store, ordering online. These
don't tell me that, girl, because I will be ordering some right now. Because when I tell you I love me some Garrett's, you can't. But that is not why we are here. Stay focused. I'm gonna need y'all to stay the fuck focused, okay? Anywho, wait, hold on. Hi Jerome Street. What are you talking about, babe? So either somebody needs a job or this is what they do at work. What are you talking about, Jerome Street? Then you said good credit is a hell of a jug. What's good credit got to do with what we talking about? I'm so confused. Jerome Street, are you talking about the same thing we both talking about? That the rest of us are talking about? Jerome Street. I'm waiting for the crazy to come out. Jerome Street, what is you talking about, baby? Because I don't want to, misread what you're discussing. Are we discussing this lady, Jerome? I don't want to get it confused. You know what I'm saying? Are you talking about this lady, Jerome? Hey, Sassy Experience. Huh? Okay. Anywho, just let me know in the chat. All right. Because I don't want to, say something that doesn't apply. I like to make sure I'm clear. Okay. Anywho, so this is her on the last day of school for the children's. Then now we're seeing her, cleaning, doing a little, looks like she's doing a deep cleaning. She's getting food ready for the fam, all of that. Those tacos look good, girl. They really do. Okay. Now it's May 25th. Okay. It's May 25th. And it looks like she's outside somewhere. It looks like maybe she's at a picnic table. It doesn't look like she's at her house because in the back, based upon what I can see in the background, looks like she's out and about with the kids, right? And let me stop this real quick because I want us to listen because this is a Sunday because she's saying this was the second day after going to church. I kind of want us to listen to what she says here. And let me
I haven't been feeling myself like appearance wise. God wants to do something in me before he can do something through me. I'm just talking to my phone.
Oh, bye.
Bye, I love you. So we just left church for the second week in a row, and I kind of want to talk about my experience today. We didn't manage time very well, like with the kids, like all 4 kids and my husband going, but we all made it. And I was very frustrated in the car prior to getting there. I haven't been feeling myself like appearance-wise lately. I'm feeling confident, and I'll say that to say as soon as I walked in, a lady walked up to me and said, "You look so beautiful. I love your dress. I love your hair." And instantly, I just knew that was God. Like instantly, the one thing I could have been self-conscious about, it went away immediately, and I was able to focus on the word. Another thing I didn't realize last week could have been a sign, but they're doing a love story series, and it's about marriage and finding a partner in Christ and all of this stuff. And last week, when I say that the message hit me exactly where I needed it to, and the pastor and God was just talking to me, I brought my husband for the first time today. From the beginning, I was emotional. I was in tears just during the worship portion and feeling regret on how I treated my kids just walking in, being so frustrated with them in the car because they were taking forever. And kind of saying like I could just do this on my own. Afterwards, a youth pastor came up to me and was talking about one of my sons that they want him to join the teen leagues in the church, and it just like melted my heart, just saying how great he was, and even went to like one of his football practices at his school, and I didn't even know at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just like so grateful. The story came from 1 Samuel, and it was a story of Hannah and Elkanah and her being torn down, beat down to the point of nothing. God sent a messenger to her and basically brought her to life. And I know that I just have to keep praying. Um, but praying together is going to be important for myself and my family and my marriage. That's just it. But right now, my heart is open and I'm ready and I'm prepared and I'm ready. And it's just another part of me showing up for me. And I'm excited. God wants to do something in me before He can do something through me. I'm just talking to my phone.
Okay.
I never knew being this broken will make me feel.
Okay. So before we listen to that, I thought it was interesting. So in the last video, she's saying that they went to church, right? And that the husband went to church with her. So this is me trying to figure out, did she know that, when exactly did she find out what it is that we've learned about, that her cousin and her husband had an affair, right? So this is me going backwards trying to figure out, did she know here? Like they went to church. She said her husband went with her. She's not saying anything about needing healing or anything here per se, as it pertains to her relationship with her husband, but doesn't mean that, she wasn't battling that, right? But for whatever reason, I'm not so sure that that she's aware at this point. I'm not so sure that she's aware. Um Now, here's the thing. I know I've told you guys in the past that when major things, something really big, something really sometimes very bad, when those things are about to happen in my life, sometimes God gives me indication. I may not know exactly what's going to happen, but my body responds in a way that it looks like I'm dealing with trauma, and I don't always know what's about to happen, right? I remember having the worst, absolutely worst panic attack ever in life. Took place uh um about a week and a half before my mother died. And I've just had other scenarios like that when other people were about to pass away, and I wouldn't have known it, not because they're sick or anything, but just simply, you know, God is just, I don't know, my body responds to things in a way. I'll get really emotional. I can't explain it. So, nevertheless, I feel like it's possible that her depression could have been a warning that something else crazy was about to happen. I'm just saying, I don't know, because she's talking about how emotional she felt, how guilty she felt about rushing her kids and all of that. So I get it. But she does seem a little down, but she's not mentioning what it is. Now, can we say this? I'm gonna need to watch her make this guacamole again, because when I tell you the guacamole is guacking, okay, baby, baby, I love me some good guacamole. Look at this red onion. That's my favorite onion of all times. It's a red one. Look, with the cilantro, the avocado, the lemon juice, baby, the tomatoes. Oh, the salt, the peppers, the garlic. Oh my God. All right. My God. The Kobe Jack cheese, baby. She making mac and cheese. What is that? What is that? Looks like some beans and rice. What is she doing right now? What is she doing? Baby, if her husband cheated on her and she be cooking like this, he should go straight to hell. Okay? Look at this. Look at it. You ain't gonna tell me that don't look good, damn it. But anywho, he going to hell because the lady could cook. Okay, he is going to hell. That's all I'm saying. All right, so let's listen to what she has to say on this particular day.
And very much hurting.
Let me go.
And being this broken will make me feel. I never knew being this broken will make me feel so seen. I shared my pain from a place of complete vulnerability, raw, exposed, and very much hurting. And the love I received from women, and let me just emphasize Black women, has left me in tears. For so long, I carried the weight of being called quote unquote strong, afraid to show my sadness out loud. But you reminded me that softness doesn't make us weak, it makes us human. To be completely honest, most of the hurt I've known came from the women I was born into family with. But today I felt what it's like to be held by women who look like me and love the way I've always needed. God will meet you right where you are, in the dark, in the mess, in the moments when you think you have nothing left. And sometimes he shows up in the form of strangers who pour life into your spirit. To every one of you who saw me, supported me, and spoke life over my broken heart, I just want to thank you. You've given me a kind of healing that I didn't know I could receive, the kind of healing that I didn't know how to ask for. I'm praying with you and for you, just as you've done for me. Because although I'm still in the thick of it, I'm still stunned, I'm still grieving. For the first time in a long time, I don't feel alone. If you're going through it too, please drop a comment, a prayer, a testimony, or just a heart. Let's continue to be a safe place for each other during this season. I never knew being this.
Okay, so it sounds like by May 26th, I don't know if she means she shared her heartache with people in her real life, and those folks have been supportive, or did she come out here and tell something that I just don't see on the page right now? Okay, but at least by this date on May 26th, it seems that she knows what has transpired with her husband and her cousin. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's go to the next day. Hold on. All right. Let's get it.
So I need to off for a minute. I'm actually annoyed by how much support I got on my last video. And not because I'm ungrateful, not at all, but because why did a 10-second video of my pain resonate with so many women? And the answer hit me hard. It's just because I'm not the only one. There are thousands of you who saw yourselves in my sadness, in my tired eyes, in my heavy heart. And while your kindness over the last 48 hours has brought me comfort, it also broke my heart a little bit more because so many of us are carrying so much pain. And still we show up as moms, sisters, wives, friends, workers, creators, business owners. We keep showing up. And I just want to say, I see you, I love you, and I'm so grateful and thankful to be seen in return. Right now, I'm in therapy 3 times a week. I'm devoting my life to God, leaning on Him with everything I have. And now I'm leaning on you too. The fact that you see me, that you feel me, that's God. I know that I'm His, and you cannot convince me otherwise. I'm praying for the strength to open up soon and share what's turned my life upside down. But until then, I promise I'll keep showing up, healing, surrendering, and letting God lead me through it. We're in this together now.
Okay. So evidently, she showed up and told her story. She said it was a 10-second video. It'd be interesting to see if that is the video I'm going to play for you guys here in a little bit, but that was longer than 10 seconds. Okay. But here, the comment says, I'm just tired mentally and physically, praying this feeling goes away soon. Wait, this is Nola Brown Creole. Is our Nola Brown? Is this Nola Brown? It could be. Who knows? So anyway, let's go to the next one. Okay. Now, this one, I'm not so sure she says anything in this one that stands out, but I'm going to go ahead and play it anyway. She looks like she's not doing too bad.
Let me tell y'all exactly how this happened. But first, I'm out of the bed today, y'all, and I went back to the dentist. Can we just pretend that we're not going through it mentally? Just like live a normal life for a day, okay? Anyway, I had a fill-in scheduled from the last time I went, and my son had to go get his braces checked. Look, have an appointment scheduled will definitely get you out of the house, especially when the kids are involved, because I'll cancel an appointment for myself in a heartbeat. If you have maintenance or things that you need to do for yourself or your health, I recommend making an appointment just to do something. Y'all, I went to marriage therapy right after, and it was my first time meeting this lady, and I'm in there all crying and acting a fool, my lip all twisted up to the side. And I literally went right after the dentist, so yeah, my lip wasn't moving. I wonder if she was distracted for real. I took advantage of the relief, and I came home, checked emails, did dishes, and I cooked. I'm telling y'all, it was something in them comments. It was something in y'all's words that really like, oh my God, y'all seriously have no idea how much I appreciate it. And then finally, I hid away from everybody in my son's room for my EMDR session. Yes, 2 therapy sessions in one day. Yep, mind your business. See the Cybertruck in the neighborhood? Yeah. After all of that, I just wanted to take the kids to the park because I needed some fresh air. Like, phew, it's been a long day. Leaving the park because I just busted my lip on my son's head. OMG. Wow.
Okay, and let me say this. Now, I love the fact that I'm glad that we watched it because we're seeing that she's up and moving and getting things done. She says that she went to marriage therapy. I don't know. And I don't know if that means he went along with her, if this was a session that she was doing by herself. Who knows? I am one of those people who believes that even if you're breaking up with someone, if you're married to them and you have children, right, whether they are the biological parent to your children or not, this is going to be a hard adjustment if you guys decide to part ways or whatever. It's a good thing to go to some sort of therapy and counseling, right, to get through it. Now, Nola Brown, yes, girl, I said your name because, honey, Nola Brown Creole over there at TikTok had commented in the comment section. So I was like, is that our Nola Brown? Was it you, girl? Was it you? Anywho. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Looks like she's cleaning again. I'm not gonna play that one. But let's keep going. And this is when I feel like she starts to dabble a little bit. These are real short videos. Again, these are TikTok videos. This one's 1 minute, 27 seconds. Let's take a listen to what she says here. Hold on.
Heartbroken. How do I heal after being slapped in the face, stepped on, abused, lied to by people that I love and I trust so much? It's like I'm at the end of a road and there's 2 streets with no names on them, no map, no nothing. And I have to kind of like free myself in order to make the best decision for me. I feel like I'm looking for God to make the decision for me, although I know what the best decision is for me. Although I feel like my back is against the wall and I have nothing and nobody, that's intentional and that's on purpose and that's God, because he wants me to be back against the wall, hands up, devoting myself to him to figure out what it is that I need through him. I've gotten so comfortable with living a certain way. I've gotten so comfortable with living in a certain pain. I've gotten comfortable with the life that I live, where I know that this isn't it. This isn't just it. We're in the book of Hosea, and we learn the story of Hosea and Gomer, and crazy story. And I look forward to going back and reading it like in depth, in full. I haven't done that yet, but this is just where I'm at now, today, right after church. I know who I am and I know I'm God's. And I look forward to the journey and the path and the beautiful life that he has to offer me, because I already see it. How do I heal? Like, how do I heal after betrayal? How do I heal after being heartbroken? How do I heal after being slapped in the face, stepped on, abused, lied to by people that I love and I trust so much? It's like I'm at the end of a road and there's 2 streets with no.
So just so we're clear, for those of you, Nola Brown said, I don't know them folk. Okay. Okay. Just anywho, um, let's talk about this really quickly. So again, I don't know when she found this shit out about her husband and her cousin. It sounds like she's been in therapy, right? Maybe she and her husband. I mean, look, all we can do is guess at this point. You know, maybe she and her husband were already going to therapy because they had issues, and maybe just recently she found out that while she may have known he was cheating, that maybe she found out it was with the cousin. Then again, maybe she knows, and maybe they still going to therapy because it just seems like the responsible thing to do for themselves individually as a unit and for the children. Who knows? You know, who knows? Um, I do think it's interesting too that she happened to go to jail. I mean, oh Jesus, 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 not jail. My God, today that she happened to go to church, right? She went to church, and the story that they were covering, the sermon that day, was about Hosea and Gomer. Now, I don't know if you all are familiar with that story, but there is a book of Hosea, right? And see, this is when you just really, really, really have to make sure that you are listening to God and not listening to the flesh. Because, see, the flesh, look, she's heartbroken. She is broken. She is hurting. And the flesh just wants the pain to go away. But God may be wanting to use the situation to help you discover something different. So because the flesh wants the pain to go away, the flesh is always going to be drawn to the message that is in alignment with whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that the flesh wants from you to do to make the pain go away, right? And if you're not truly in tune with God, and you're not really hearing from God, the enemy and the flesh, because sometimes the enemy is in me, all right? And that flesh can sometimes be your enemy. That flesh will again gravitate to the thing that it wants to hear anyway. You got to hear from God and see what he wants you to do. Now, the story of Hosea and Gomer is a story about Hosea being, one of God's chosen ones. Okay, he was a good man, Savannah. Okay, he was a good man, Savannah, and God wanted to teach him about forgiveness. So he does something that the Bible typically tells you never, ever, ever, ever to do. And that is, the Bible typically tells us to not partner with people whom we are unequally yoked with, right? We should be on the same page. We should be at the same level of our desire to please God, and our relationship with God, and so on. Okay. In this particular story, Hosea knew God, but Gomer, who was the female, just so we're clear, it's not Gomer Pyle or anything. Okay, this is Gomer, the lady. All right. Gomer, let me just say it. Can I just say it? It's just me and you. It's just us. Ain't nobody out here but us, child. Shit. It's after midnight over there on the East Coast. Ain't nobody listening. It's just us talking. Okay. Gomer was a hoe. Okay. Gomer was for these streets. All right. It is what it is. Okay. Gomer was a hoe. And Hosea was in love with Gomer. And God told him to marry Gomer. Now, God would normally not tell you that, right? God says that we're supposed to be this what the Bible has said, that we need to be equally yoked. When you are unequally yoked, it's like, let's say you both love the Lord, but maybe I've been in relationship with the Lord for 20 years, and you just found the Lord last week. Okay. Now, we both love the Lord. That is one thing, but we're not going to be equally yoked. That would be like I'm graduating from high school and you just graduated from kindergarten. You see what I'm saying? Do you understand what I am saying? So you don't necessarily want to match up with a kindergartner knowing your ass is on your way to college. Is she with me? You get me? So, with that said, in this particular story, though, God told Hosea to go ahead and marry Gomer. And do you know while Hosea was married to Gomer, her ass was still for them damn streets? Huh? Huh? Creations? Did y'all know NPR nerd? Hey, did y'all know? Hey, Belisa. That's a lie. I'm listening from. Wait, what you? You said that's a lie. I'm listening from Brooklyn. Carry on. Okay, baby. Belisa, all right. So anyway, the bottom line is this: Hosea was being taught all about forgiveness and how you know this was going to your forgiveness. This is what God, this is the way I interpret the story. God was teaching Hosea that you got to love people through their mess, and you can love them to a closer relationship with God. And he was demonstrating forgiveness and love and unconditional love to Gomer in the way in which God loves and forgives and demonstrates unconditional love to each of his people. Okay. Now, that's a beautiful story. What I don't want to happen here is the fact that this lady, because here she is in pain, and she went to church, and I'm sure she may or may not have told her pastor about it. She may have, she says she's going to marriage therapy. So I don't know if the marital therapy was happening through the church or outside of it. But what can happen is you can tell yourself, well, wait a minute. I went to church, and out of the blue, this is what God is. This message must have been directly to me. God must want me to know that I need to stay with this man. I need to put up with his bull crap because I'm going to love him to a closer relationship with the Lord. Now, I'm not here to say what God had to say to her, but what I want to stress in this moment is that unless you have a relationship with God, a relationship that you have directly with him, not one you heard about, not the relationship that your mama got with God, not the relationship that you have with your pastor or the relationship you have with the church. I'm talking about the relationship you have with God. If you aren't clear, you can get messed up, and your flesh can overpower you and make you believe that God may be trying to tell you to stay with this man. I'm not saying that God ain't told her that. I'm not saying God ain't told her to stay with the man. But I am saying, sis, don't get it effed up. Okay, make sure you have your own relationship with him, because there is beauty in that story, but it may not be the interpretation that you want to hear, or the one you're hoping that you're hearing. Does that make sense? Sheesh. Okay. Hey, Mimi. Hi, V. You are right. Gomer could not be faithful. She has children by other men while married. Honey, Gomer was for them streets, baby. Gomer was a hoe. I'm just saying she was a hoe. Now, hoes need love too. But Gomer was out there. All right. Sheesh. Okay. Yes, God's love towards us. Chandra said, come on, cousin, with this. This a word. So, okay, so now let's go on to when I think she's gonna get into telling us what had happened. Well, a little bit, not really. Hold on. Okay, so let me
Like you've been forgiven.
hold
Church,
on.
something that the pastor said. I can't stop thinking about it. Forgive like you've been forgiven. Forgive like God has forgiven you. And I'm like,
No.
I don't know why I'm struggling with that. I don't know why. There's things that I've been forgiven for that I could not imagine not being forgiven for today. I'm battling with that. I also feel like there's levels to that. There's levels to forgiveness. Like there's some like line crossers. Yeah, we have the word for a reason, while we also have laws for a reason. You know, so it's kind of like I'm trying not to blink so much because I've been working on that. But I notice when I look at myself in the camera, I don't blink a lot. But when I look at the camera, which I normally try to do, talk to you guys like this, I blink like, and it's like an anxious thing. Yeah. How do you guys feel about that? Will everything be forgiven or no? Because I feel like or no, if I'm honest. Church.
Okay, so baby, let me tell you this. So here's the other thing. So again, as you can see, she got on the same dress she had on in the last video. She's still contemplating what it was that God was trying to tell her during that sermon when she was at church, right? And again, like I said, you will be so caught up with trying to hear the thing you want to hear from God that you will twist what you heard to make it fit. And I do believe that we are all supposed to forgive. I believe that your God expects us to forgive everything. He knows us though. He knows that we're his children. He knows us because he made us. He also knows us because we're made in his likeness. We do know that God is a jealous God, and sometimes we are as well, right? But here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. Um, Baby, just because we are to forgive, even though we are supposed to love unconditionally, it does not mean that because you forgive, that means the person you are forgiving should have proximity to you. You can forgive because you need to. Holding hate or disdain in your heart, that mess is heavy. And you're never going to be in the fullness of joy if you're carrying hatred and anger towards anyone. If it lives in you, you can never fully live in love. So you should forgive because that ain't for them anyway, right? It's for us. It's for us. But just because I forgive you, that does not mean I'm supposed to stay with you. It doesn't. It just because I forgive you, it doesn't mean we go on as best friends like we were, that we go on as lovers as we were. I look, this man in this particular case, this man is going to be in your life forever because y'all got 4 kids. And I don't know if all 4 of those kids are their kids, but Even if only a couple of them are their kids, you're in it with this man until the end of time. Y'all are together. So you have to find some space in your heart to forgive so that you both can move on, so that you can welcome more love, better love in the future. And that's what your children deserve. You guys are going to have birthday parties and graduations and weddings and grandbabies and all kinds of shit potentially that you're going to have to partner with this person. And even though it didn't work out for you, doesn't mean that you all can't have some sort of relationship moving forward. We could never have a romantic relationship again if it were me, but you can be partners on some level because you got children. You got children. So I don't want her to get caught up in the thinking, oh, well, God said to forgive and he is my husband. And again, if she can go on, if she can move on, if God changes him, which God is capable of doing it, he's able now. And I've heard stories it can be done. They could maybe they could get back together. It's possible, but if it doesn't, be okay with that too. Don't twist a message to fit the way you want it to fit. That's all I'm saying. That's all I am saying. Okay, let me see. Chandra, what you saying? With her being new to the church, baby, every sermon is going to speak to her. Yes, yes, she has to create her own relationship with God. Let me tell you, I remember, so my husband and I, when we were married, we broke up and we were separated for a few months. A few months. Like I literally packed my shit up in Atlanta and went home to Ohio. Okay. And within a few months, God had got him all the way together, shook him. And while God was working on him, he also worked on me. And there were just some things that I needed to know for myself. And, you know, I needed that time too. Didn't even realize it. Didn't even realize that even though I felt like he was the reason why I went home, the truth is there were some things I needed to work out and work on for myself individually. And then we got back together. You know, a few months later, we got back together. And I really did believe that, you know, that was what God wanted for us. And even though it didn't last long term, we still ended up getting a divorce a few years later. It still there was a lot that was necessary. It was really crucial to or that whole relationship was integral to my growth and development as a woman and even as a mother. But what I will tell you is, because when we broke up that first, when we separated that first time for that brief period of time, I was so broken. And I grew up in church. I grew up in church. And I tell you, I was praying, 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 and I'm reading everything. And I'm going to every service known to man. And I am standing, looking for a prophetic word from somebody, uh, uh, anybody. Okay. I was baby, everything. I'm reading every scripture, reading every Christian book, every book on marriage and everything. And what I will tell you was, every time I turned around, there was some message that let me know that we were going to get back together. And we did get back together, right? But what I realized is that a lot of the things that you hear and see and receive a lot of times is what you're open to hearing and receiving. I didn't want to hear that we weren't going to make it. I didn't want to hear that this may not have been the best relationship for me. Um, I didn't want to hear that. So when I saw messages that were just the opposite of that, That's what I gravitated to. I gravitated towards those messages. So that's why I'm saying it's really hard, especially when you're new to Christ and you're vulnerable. Yeah, and again, yes, NPR nerd, talking about looking for a reason to stay. That's right. And like I said, that flesh, the flesh just wants the pain to end. And in your mind, you've got in your mind how that's gonna look, right? So the reconciliation and you don't want to grieve the dreams you had with this person. You don't want to grieve the good times you had with the person. You know, all of the things that that you had hoped to build with this person, you want to keep that dream in place. So anywho, what you say, Jerome Street said, exes, if you let them back, they feel you are winning. They want to destroy you. Oh, wow. And that is, but sometimes that's true. That's, I'm not going to lie and say that's not true for some. It is possible. Very possible. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so this was, this video here, I'll go ahead and play it. This video says trying to stay busy for them. You have to be quiet in the library.
Ooh, you got a card. Excited?
What?
What?
Peppa Pig. I want pig. I should. Let me go here.
Yeah, go ahead. Open it. There's a lot of books to choose from.
Okay. So let's move on to the next.
I blame you because you're a part of me. I blame you.
Okay, so this is the video that I saw that told me what was going on with this young lady. So let me just say this. She's apparently she is in the car and she's actually talking to her cousin. The first cousin who she has discovered is having this affair with her man, with her husband. Okay. So I'm gonna start it over. I'm going to um turn up the volume. But I really feel the pain. Hell, I'm not even listening to the words in this moment. But just know that she's on the phone with her cousin. The cousin is on speaker, but the cousin doesn't really say anything, just so y'all know. And this seems to be just a clip of the conversation itself. I would love to, because this is only a minute. So I would love, love, love to see the full version of this conversation. And then also you see that little meme at the top. If you don't fix your man a plate, cousin Faith will. That is the character Faith from Soul Food. So okay, so let me start this over.
You cared about me. I thought you wanted me. I blame you because you're a part of me. I blame you because you live in here. I blame you because you've gone through all kind of shit and we've shared so many things. And for you to be doing this to me, who has never done anything like this to you, who would never, never, ever, ever do anything like this to you. Ever. Anybody. I don't do this kind of stuff. I thought you loved me. I thought you cared about me. I thought you wanted the best for me. Why is this happening to me? What did I do? Why do I deserve this from you? You don't. So then why? Why? Why me? Why is this me? Why am I here? Why am I here having this conversation with you? I blame you because you're a part of me. I blame you because you live in here. I blame you because you've gone through all kind of shit and we've shared so many things. And for you to be doing this to me, who has never done anything like this to you, who would never, never, ever, ever do anything like this to you. Ever. Anybody. I don't do this kind of stuff. I thought you loved me. I thought you cared about me. I thought you wanted the best for me. Why is this happening to me? What did I do? Why do I deserve this from you? You don't. You don't. So then why? Why? Why me? Why is this me? Why am I here? Why am I here having this conversation with you? I blame.
That's so sad. Like when I saw that alone, that's what really drew me in. I have felt this type of pain. I understand the disbelief and you know, FYI, my ex-husband never once cheated on me, and definitely didn't cheat on me with a family member, right? Um, but the pain, like it's just so raw, and I can only imagine what she is feeling, because not only is she hurt and devastated that her husband, the person who is she's supposed to be one with, right? She's supposed to be one with her husband. Nobody is supposed to be closer to you than your husband. But now she's not dealing with just her husband, but she's dealing with the fact that her cousin, who has also been a part of her life all of her life, who she has referred to as best friends at some point, would do this. Now it continues to get a little iffy for me. This is why I need sis to come back and tell us more. Um, but just so we're clear, um, this message. Oh, I think I read this one 3 times a week. Trying to, yeah, I read this. This was in the original post that I played. Okay, so let's go. Now look at this. This is her. This is her prepping for her cousin's baby shower. Says decorating her baby shower in the hot sun and sweating out my silk press, but only for my sister, my person, my blood, my birthday twin. They're birthday twins, y'all. They share the same damn birthday. They're first cousins. They grew up like sisters. They were best friends. Okay. I missed Easter with my sweet babies, only to fly home and 2 weeks later find her in my husband's phone, performing for him while pregnant. Videos, photos, daily conversations. They talked almost every day for a year. He sent her thousands while our family struggles to make ends meet. Let me say that part again. He sent her thousands of dollars while our family struggles to make ends meet. His love language is gifts. I asked God, no. I begged him to show me. But God, he showed me who doesn't deserve access to me, his daughter, his prophet. Y'all, is this baby his? That's what I need to know. I need to understand. First and foremost, she said, A, the girl is pregnant. B, she's over here planning the baby shower. She is decorating the baby shower. She missed Easter with her babies. Okay? She missed Easter with her babies. She said this man spent this woman thousands of dollars knowing that they, as a unit, she, her husband, and their 4 children, they were struggling to make ends meet. See, she quit her job, I think it was a year ago. And so she started this business and she's got her TikTok, which looks like it was growing. And this man, and get this, the lady is over here, she's sending him pictures and videos performing while pregnant. They're talking every day for almost a year. Is this his baby? Child, is this his baby that your cousin is pregnant with? The one whose baby shower you over here planning. Child. Danielle said, I wonder if other family members knew about the affair. Child, that right there would get a whole bunch of people hurt. Okay. A whole bunch of folks be hurt up in this here situation, physically and otherwise, honestly. Because I don't know. I don't know how. Look, there have been times when I've known, look, it's only the grace of God that when I have really gotten hurt and angry, you know, uh, you better be glad there wasn't a weapon around because I could really be up under arrest, up under arrest, okay, up under a jail, up under a prison, while somebody else could be up under 6 feet, if you understand me. So I just cannot imagine. Life Unleashed said, I think it's his baby. That's why she's performing pregnant. That's what I was gonna say. Why would she be over there performing pregnant and stuff if it's not his baby? He's sending thousands of dollars. They talking daily for a year when she had time to be fooling somebody else. Like, this too much. This too much. Mimi 55 said, just watch how her cousin and husband lives turn out. Blessings won't come to them. A mess. So yeah, so that was just hurt just to even hear about.
Can we take a break for a second just to talk about church? Yes, baby.
Mom.
Everything is still going on in the background, but I'm still going to church and I am talking to God first about everything. I'm allowing God, my God, to lead me. I will continue to share as much as I can. If you're going through something, you can share your story. You can heal how you want to heal, whatever it takes to heal. But don't leave God out of it because God will meet you exactly where you are every single time. A lot more has come up within the last couple of days. Okay. While I still know God loves me and I'm going through these things for a reason. The episode that I'm going through right now and the trauma, it's pretty much just developing me and developing my life. And it's just a stair step of growth and the growth that is going to get me to God. I'm not losing sight of that. I am going to continue to heal how I heal because I'm me. Okay. Transitions are hard and scary. Yes. While you're going to go through those things, that's going to lead you to God. Now I'm in a place where I don't know what's next. And that is the transition space. That's where God wants me. That's where God needs me in order to lead me. I asked God to show me the signs. No, I had no idea that my life was going to be turned upside down while I'm trusting Him. And I'm excited to see what's coming on the other side because I know it's all in God's purpose. And who am I to think that I am above God or this isn't going to happen because I should have a family and all of that? Yes, it's great. You should have a family. But the first red flag is starting a relationship with someone that doesn't know God, that doesn't seek God, that doesn't want to know more about God. I know that I'm in a place as to where God wants me to be. I'm in the place to where I can now receive his blessings and his promises that he has for me and for my life. And with that, I'm at peace. I'm hurting, yes, but no one said it was going to be easy. I'm grateful to be here today. I'm grateful to be able to share my healing journey. I'm grateful to be able to share my story. So many women, so many people have reached out to me. When I tell you there's life that has been poured back into my body, let me just read a verse, if I may. And I will because this is my platform and I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And I'm a prophet and God has me here to share my story, to continue sharing my story and to continue bringing people closer to him. So Matthew 10:39, whoever finds his life will lose it. And whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. Church was nice. It was just me and the kids, and one of my sons brought two of his friends along. So we had a full car, and it was a great message. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about how I got here. I'm going to talk about everything and all of the questions that everybody has, all of the questions that I had. I'm just grateful to wear a smile today. I cried like a baby in church, absolutely, but that's what it's for, to let go and to heal. And that's what I'm doing. I'm healing. And I thank you so much to everybody that is being positive and that cares about me genuinely. I appreciate it. I really do. Can we take a break for a second?
Okay. And let me say this. I think that that is wonderful. Here's the thing, sometimes we do ask God, why is this happening to me? Why me? What did I do to deserve this? And you don't always deserve it. You don't. But when God has chosen you to go through something, or he's chosen you to do a job, he's got to also do what's necessary to prepare you for said job. And she says she's a prophet. She said, look, we don't get to just name ourselves prophets. If we're a prophet, then God named us that, right? And if he named us that, if he called us to be a prophet, then he's going to show us what's in us. He is going to allow us to go through some things so that we can help the next person who is going to go through it as well. And those people that were in our lives that were wreaking havoc in our lives, that caused us the pain and the anguish, they have to answer to God for themselves. And that's not our business. Okay, it's not our business. And I have to remind myself of that from time to time, that it's not my business how or when God is going to deal with so and so, even though they did me wrong, even though they lied on me, even though they stole from me, they hurt me, they harmed me, whatever it is that they did to me, it's not my business to worry about how and when God is going to deal with them. That is not my business. But understand that you can come out on the other side better than you were on the front end. You won't be the same. You definitely won't be the same, but you can come out better. It can all be for your good, not just theirs, but for your good. So I feel her on this. I'm glad that she is taking this time to be introspective and to share with others. Okay, so let's see what she's saying here. This one is only 11 seconds. Hold on. Oh, I'm not going to play that. But it says, I can't wait until I get past whatever this stage is in my life right now. I'm so tired. And that happens too, honey. You will be exhausted from the pain. You will be exhausted, but you can come out on the other side better. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. I think that's all. Wait, is this one? Yeah. So that's it. That's all I had to share with you guys. Please go check out Ain't She Precious over there on TikTok. She does have a YouTube channel as well called Ain't She Precious. I saw somewhere, I want to say it was either here on TikTok. It could have even been on Facebook because I was really going around trying to find as much as I could and to see if there was anything else that was, a longer version of that conversation she had with her cousin. Hell, I ain't gonna lie, I was over there trying to find the husband and the cousin. Okay, but I don't know them from a can of paint, and she didn't show them, and she ain't got their names on here or nothing. But I was looking, baby. I was looking because I want to understand who the hell these people were, right? But what I did when I was looking for that, I want to say it could have been on Facebook. She said that the full story is going to be shared on YouTube. So please go check her out. Subscribe. I did. And yeah, so that's it. Any questions? Anybody? Everybody? I just want to come out here. Look, we've been out here an hour and a half. Okay. Y'all came through and kicked it with your girl. I think moving forward, I'm gonna try and at least 2 or 3 nights a week. I might just come out here and plan some of these late night conversations. What you say, Chandra? Loving this late night conversation. Good. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. All right. Yay. Okay, y'all. Well, that's all I had for y'all. I hope to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I will be back. I might get into some Diddy stuff. Look, I got to come back out here and we're going to get into that Tory Lane. Now, this might happen tomorrow night late. The Tory Lanez discussion will continue. I would like to start digging into the interrogation video that Kelsey, Meg Thee Stallion's best friend Kelsey, the one that she did. It is recorded. It is on YouTube. It is 2 hours long. So I know we will not get through all of that in one night. It will probably be at least 3 nights. Okay. So we're going to get on that. We're going to figure out our OJ nights that we're going to get together and watch the documentary. And of course, I'm sure Nesto and Sonya will be up to some damn foolishness for us to get into this week as well. All right, y'all. Thank you to everybody who showed up tonight and came through. Thank you to the wait, I didn't even have no moderators tonight. Y'all was good. Look at God. Oh, yeah, I did have moderators. Nestle Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame was in here. Yeah, okay. So we did have a moderator. Yay. Okay. Anyway, thank you to Nestle Shackle Shuffle Walk of Shame. And thank you to all of you. If you didn't do so on the way in, please hit the like button on the way out. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day tomorrow. And know that I love you. And ain't a damn thing, nothing you can do about it. All right? Smooches.